Hi, I'm Whitney Cal, and I'm reading from The Love Cards today by Robert Lee Camp. This is one of my favorite tools that I use to better know people as a coach and better know myself and who I'm working with. You just have to find on the front, you don't have to have a ton of intuition or psychic ability. You find the birth month and the birth date on the front, and then you flip to the card. And today I'm doing the Ace of Spades, the card of ambition and secrets. So if your birthday is on January 13th, February 11th, March 9th, April 7th, May 5th, June 3rd, or July 1st, you are the Ace of Spades. This is based on the deck of playing cards. The Ace of Spades is the ancient symbol of the secret mysteries, the most spiritual card in the deck, and yet also the most ambitious and material oriented in many cases. It has also been known as the Magi card because the Ace of Spades was and still is the symbol used by many of the esoteric schools of knowledge. Among them is the Order of the Magi, whose members are responsible for the preservation and dissemination of this very card system. Ace of Spades person usually has a lifelong conflict between their material worldly urges and their deep past life spiritual heritage. This card has a life path with 2 sevens and 2 nines, both spiritual numbers that represents trials and tribulations on the material plane. What these 4 spiritual cards are really telling the Ace of Spades person is that happiness for them is only going to be found by adopting a spiritual viewpoint about their life and seeking satisfaction on that level. In fact, they have more ability and resources in the spiritual realms than most any other card in the deck. And once they begin to look in that direction, many doors that are unavailable to most open up. It is the realization of this that is the challenge. The Ace of Spades person seems to be a card of extremes, either highly materialistic and driven by his or her work and career, or very spiritual with an esoteric mind. Even the materialistic ones have places and ways where they give to others. Giving is a part of their life that comes naturally to them all. Their karma card, the Seven of Hearts, suggests that some of their most challenging trials lie in the realms of relationships and family. It also gives them a gift of being able to counsel their friends and others who are in need. Love people like that. Some even make a career of it. They are learning to let others be themselves and to love themselves unconditionally. Sometimes the lessons are very painful. In the end, these people become very loving and considerate of others. Their mission is to find the inner peace that comes through a life of service and dedication to higher principles. As their karma from previous births is discharged, they come to realize this and learn to follow the unwritten law that we reap what we sow. In many ways, they have put themselves upon the cross. Whenever they deviate from the law or disregard their spiritual nature, they seem to be unjustly punished. The Ace of Spades, who are mostly materialistic, seem to have one problem after another. However, when they do follow higher principles and listen to their inner voice, they are guided and protected, finding the inner peace they seek through awareness of their wealth of spirit. Princess Diana, by the way, was an Ace of Spades. If you're an Ace of Spades, so was Princess Diana. The success or failure of the Ace of Spades relationships depends mostly upon whether or not they are taking a more spiritual approach to their life in general. Those who are more materialistic minded find themselves challenged again and again in the areas of love. For these people, emotional attachment brings continual pain. There can be betrayal by loved ones and family and disillusionment again and again until they realize that it is their own subtle attachments that lie at the root of these problems. Another element that is prominent for them is that they hold true love in such a high idealistic place, like the Ace of Clubs and others. The Ace of Spades seeks a perfect union with another, one that is either spiritual or at least eternal in nature. They sense the possibilities of a divine union in love and often bring great expectations into their relationships. Once they set this dream aside for a while and begin working on their emotions and communication of feelings, their relationships improve, along with their chances of finding their soulmate. Their path in relationships is a difficult one, but not impossible. At heart, an ace of spades is very loving and giving with precious dreams of love that await fulfillment. This ideal relationship is not beyond their capability, but it usually comes later in life. That's good to know. Yeah, something to look forward to. So it's 5 minutes. I'm going to read 1 minute of the Princess Diana, the Ace of Spades. The Ace of Spades has a two of hearts and Neptune. More than anything, they yearn for the perfect love. They tend to be much too idealistic and fragile about love and set their sights way too high for anyone to meet. However, it is they who must fall when these ideals are crushed by cold hard facts. The Princess Di's case, she married Prince Charles, a Scorpio, six of clubs. They share many connections, most of which are good. However, the Neptune connection is there too. She must have thought she had the perfect marriage in the beginning. Actually, there were enough good connections between them that could have been a perfect marriage. There are many great marriages with fewer good connections than they had. And though she is not necessarily to blame for the divorce, this does illustrate how one person's karma can affect the relationship. The Ace of Spades people often have tragic emotional lives. They only find solace in giving of themselves to others. In this case, Princess Diana was known to have taken up the cause of many charities, and she used her position to help many. In this area, she had all the success she could have wanted, a testament to the spiritual power of her birth card. Princess Diana suffered a tragic life in many ways and had tragic death as well. She is living proof that our exterior circumstances are not the cause of our unhappiness or happiness. If those whose lives she touched can learn this one important lesson from her, then her life has fulfilled a wonderful purpose. Okay, so that is the Ace of Spades, the card of ambition and secrets. You have a secondary card that's your planetary card that I'll post below. And I hope some of this landed with you. And remember, from my perspective, if you're doing personal work and you are growing as an individual, the darker side of your card will be dimmer and the lighter side will be illuminated. I hope this landed with you. Have a great day. Cheers.